It's the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here in Montgomery, Alabama. Riverwalk Stadium, the site. Edward Waters University versus Russ College in a loser leaves town matchup here. Nick Strong and Nick Finch bringing you all the action upstairs here in the broadcast booth of the Montgomery Biscuits, the AA affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays. 2-0 the count here. Edward Waters, orange jersey, gray pants, purple hat. Pitch. At the plate for the Russ Bearcats, Tremaine Calloway in their gray pants, blue pinstripe jerseys. Actually white pants, blue pinstripe jerseys. Actually white pinstripe pants. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fly ball, out of play, foul. Souvenir for some kids out in downtown Montgomery. Russ College got here and just missed outside. 2 balls. Excuse me, to check that. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Russ College got here. They lost the first game. Edward Waters won a barn burner last night versus Talladega, and they're looking to advance to the championship round right here. Here's the pitch. This one going right by me. All right, and I thought I had it. It was just a little too high. I'm going to catch a ball one of these days and make a highlight reel out of it. Full count. Here's the pitch. Swung going right back up the box. A play is made by Schubert, but no play is made by Schubert, if that makes sense. Leadoff hit by Tremaine Calloway. And I bring up Mark Hunter for the Russ Bearcats. Coach Bates likes to go a little small here. Let's see if he puts something on. Here's the pitch, a little high. Pick off towards first. Here's the pitch. 1-1 the count. Calloway on first. Mark Hubbard, the batter at the plate. Jalen Thomas on deck. Here's the pitch. And Hubbard wanted to. He almost offered. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. As the train goes by, the Russ Bearcats. Hubbard swung on. Strike 3. Throw down. Second base. Runner is out. So with the old strike him out, throw him out. That'll bring up Jalen Thomas. Swung on, ground ball. Left side, 5-3 if you're scoring at home. 3 up, 3 down for the Bearcats. When we return, we'll have the top half, actually the bottom half of the first, And we'll see the Edward Waters Tigers take some hacks. We'll be right back. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series live on the Black College Sports Network.
All about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class? Yeah, it's Atlantis. Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Welcome back to the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. Russ College versus the Tigers of Edward Waters University. Let's go through their lineups. Kalen Washington batting first, playing right field. Dalton Pass playing center field, batting second. And D. Tompkins in the outfield, batting third. Peyton Schubert batting fourth, playing shortstop. Leonard Garcia, the DH for the day. Antonio Roman batting sixth behind the dish. Montez playing first base, batting seventh. Laro Belaine third base, batting eighth. And Nobles batting ninth, playing second base. Defensively for the Russ Bearcats, they'll line it up from left to right in the outfield. Jesse Burton, Tremaine Callaway, Mark Hubbard on the infield from third to first. Strickland, Jackson, Berrien, and Khalil Robinson. And behind the dish, Jalen Thomas. And on the hill today for the Russ Bearcats, it's going to be Alan Williams, number 5. So Kalen Washington get things started here for the Tigers of Edward Waters University. Third baseman Strickland playing in on the grass and over towards the shortstop area. Alan Williams, a lefty. That's a shot down the right field line. It's going to be fair. If it stays, he can get 3. Keelan Washington can fly. Oh, my gosh. He's standing up, going in, sliding for a leadoff triple here in the bottom half of the first. Right fielder Mark Hubbard had no shot of even trying to get Keelan Washington.
I got the better.
Dayton Pass now. And that's a strike on the inside half. The pitch from Williams. Swung on. Fly ball, foul. To the right of us back here. Edward Waters got here defeating Russ in the first game. Here's the pitch. And got past the catcher. And Keelan Washington scores the first run for the Tigers. leadoff triple really hurt the Wildcats. Excuse me, really hurt the Bearcats there. Bearcats back at regular depth. Allen Williams, kick, fires, delivers. Swung on foul again. Allen Williams trying to record his first out of the day. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Coach Bates going with a couple of new substitutions on defense. And that misses high. No Clay at shortstop this afternoon. Is going to go with Brent Jackson. And Berrien at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fly ball, center field. Can of corn for Callaway. One away here in the bottom frame of the first. We probably have more fly balls to center field today than any other day of the week. Dequarius Tompkins in the box now for the Tigers. Allen Williams. Ball gets away. Here's the pitch, a little high. Dequarius Tompkins, the sophomore from Madison, Florida. Edward Waters led by head coach Reginald Johnson, the second. Tompkins tried to hold a swing, he couldn't. Two balls, one strike. Touches the outside corner to make it 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Allen Williams trying to get through the first with only giving up 1. It was a triple by Keelan Washington down the right field line to get him at third. Strike 3 on the inside half. And they bring up the shortstop, Peyton Schubert. Peyton Schubert, the shortstop transferred in from Waldorf University. Pensacola, Florida is his home. He's got a straight shot from Pensacola to Jacksonville. He can just ride on I-10. Shows bunt, tries to get it down. Not sure which way he would have went. I would have went down first base. First base playing behind the bag. Third base was in on that. Got a chance to catch up with Reginald Johnson again this year. Really good guy. He's got a lot of things brewing over at EWU. Strike on the outside corner. We interviewed Coach yesterday. Excuse me, the AD, rather. Will there be enough room for Edward Waters in Jacksonville? He had some pretty big plans set for EWU. Here's the pitch. Fouled into the stands. Talked about the academic programs, the upgrading of the facilities for the athletic programs. Here's the pitch by Rob Williams. And Schubert swings, foul tip. To the back net. Alan Williams trying to get the Bearcats out of this inning. The pitch. And skips it in. No balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me, check that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Umpire giving the catcher a little time to recover there. Time is 1:40 here. And Williams goes to work. Swung on, fly ball. Left field. Jesse Bergenkamp's under it. And the Bearcats get out of that by only surrendering 1 run. We've played 1 here, Riverwalk Stadium in Montgomery, Alabama. It's the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
At Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
3, 4, 5, 6, all guaranteed here for Rust. We're in the top of the 2nd inning. Nick Finch alongside Nick Strong bringing you the action. It's the 2nd game of the day, game 9 for the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. That's correction, game 10 for the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. First pitch fouled off by Robinson, the first baseman. He'll be followed by D'Anthony Bonner, designated hitter, and Britt Jackson, the shortstop. This pitch called a strike. Avila threw that one in. Khalil Robinson agreed. He said, I know I messed up letting that one go. So he's behind 0-2 here. It just swung on and missed by Robinson for the strikeout as we begin the second inning here in Montgomery. So what have you seen so far from both these teams, Nick? What are your thoughts as we get ready to start this second?
You know, as I just talked about earlier, you know, I just feel that Edward Waters right now, they've been able to save a lot of pitching. You know, I think they're stacked in these last 2 days. I think that they're going to come out firing. And, you know, I don't expect Coach Johnson to keep this pitcher in too long. I think he's going to keep some fresh arms out there.
As we have the single through short, and the ball bounces away. But luckily, the padding is there to bring it right back in, and I'll keep the runner over at second base.
You giving him a hit on that?
I think he was going to beat the throw personally.
Okay. That's Robinson? No.
Bonner. Yeah, he beat the throw, but the throw was going to be late regardless, so that will be a hit for Bonner. I was looking at it here. That's a hard cut and miss by Brent Jackson, the shortstop. Jackson up for the first time today. He comes up with an out, and Bonner standing on first. Quickly instructed to get back. As it swung on, popped up, will get out of play into the stands right here just beyond the home plate. I moved count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes as the train rolls in. I think this is the 5th train today. I'm just kidding. I hadn't kept count. But there's been a lot of them. But, you know, that's the cool thing about this venue. Riverwalk Stadium built out of the old train station. This side over here is where the train station used to be.
Wow.
And you can actually see there's a train down in there to highlight that. So that pitch comes in for a ball. So it's appropriate that we have this venue in this setting with the trains coming by right here. It's a great, actually a very nice view considering you're in a city and you have this country look here at Riverwalk with the way it's facing. That swung on and fouled off and out of play. I'll keep the count at 1-2. Montgomery, a very historic city in the civil rights movement. So it's an important place, an important time to have the Tyson Foods Black College World Series right here in this city in Alabama. 1-2 swung on and fouled off again by Brent Jackson. Khalil Robinson started off the second inning. He struck out swinging. Anthony Bonner standing on first here. Brent Jackson making Davila work as a third batter of the inning. And that misses inside for a ball. Moves the count to 2-2. So oftentimes, well, sometimes the count won't reflect the number of pitches you've seen. I think this might be the 8th or 9th pitch of the at-bat. So it's been a fantastic quality at-bat for Jackson regardless of the outcome. And this swung on and fouled off again. I think for the fourth time a pitch is fouled off.
What an at-bat right here by Jackson to keep fouling things off and just staying alive. Jackson, as we know, started that first game playing shortstop today.
That one misses high for ball 3. So Jackson battling here, able to work his way back to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Doesn't look like Davila is concerned about the runner at first. He'll deliver the 3-2 pitch. That misses inside for ball 4.
Got a lot of Bearcat fans here today. They're going to feed off their crowd here in Montgomery, Alabama. The Russ Fan Club is maybe driven from only about 100 miles away, so they're going to have folks here all the time.
I bring up Aaron Strickland here. Russ played the late game, getting to play the second game of the day here, which got a late start. So they got a little extra rest As this one swung on, first pitch swinging, will line in the left field. Runner coming around. There won't be a throw at home, but they'll throw back to second. And you were talking about the throw back behind. It could have gotten out, but it didn't there. As Anthony Bonner will come in to score. And it'll put Rust on the board here. 1-1 ball game here in the top of the second.
And Russ answers with the run of their own versus the Tigers of Edward Waters. We saw it in the first night that they played each other. It has to be runs early scored on with these teams. These are teams that only kind of get better as the game goes on and on. Great job there by the Bearcats.
And this one on left side. Strickland adjusting his armband. He never took a full stride, but we'll have a run score as Brent come across the score.
Great job there by Coach Bates to send him on that one. And then as the left fielder picked up the ball, Tompkins bobbles it. So that gives the runner even extra more time to get home and score. 2-1 is your score now in favor of the Rusk College Bearcats.
So Rust, always a young and scrappy team, not going to be going away, not shying away from competition here against Edward Waters. First pitch swung on, fouled off, and out of play. Hits the top of the press box suite area. Was count 0-1. Four consecutive base runners for Rust. After a single, a walk, a single, and another single. And a 2-1 ball game. As this swung on, popped up high. Will stay in the infield. Pitcher's been called off, and it will be the third baseman, Lauro, who secures the out for out number 2. And the runners will have to hold as that never left the infield. Adrian Lauro able to secure that pop to the third base for out number 2. That brings us back to the top of the lineup as Tremaine Callaway is up for the second time. He hit the single to center, first time up. Swings at the first pitch and misses for a strike. Callaway looking to stay perfect here, 1 for 1 in this one. Up for the second consecutive inning. 2 outs, 2 on, and 2 runs across here for Rust in the top of the second. That one swung on. It hits the base. That will be fair. They're going to wave the runner around. So another run will score. You got a run now situation here.
He's got to score. The run at third's got to score.
Run at third does go to score. He's going to call him out. That umpire had him being out the entire time, and that's going to do it. That's a solid piece of base running by Strickland to score. Burton did tried to do his part to score as well, but 3 runs do come across for Rust. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Let's see if Edward Waters can respond. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Ryan Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Welcome back to the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. Lionel Garcia up to bat and fouls off the first pitch to him. Garcia for the first time in this one, designated hitter. He'll be followed by Anthony Ramon, the catcher, and Isaiah Montez, the first baseman, here in the bottom of the second. A 1 count here against Garcia. Watches that one come in for a ball. Moves count to 1-1. A ball and a strike. The winner of this game will play the final game of the evening against Florida Memorial. The loser will be heading home. Thankful participant in the Black College World Series presented by Tyson Foods. That pitch misses for a ball. Let's count 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch is on the way. It's fouled off by Garcia. 1 hit so far here for Edward Waters. By Keelan Washington in the first. Dalton Pass was able to hit a sac fly. Bring him home. And it's a swung on and fouled. Well, I was going to say fouled off, but it might be in fair territory, but just unplayable. It does go foul. So no one can really get a good read on it. I'll set up to do the 2-2 pitch one more time. Two balls, 2 strikes here. As Garcia calls for time. We'll get reset here. Garcia, the leadoff hitter of the bottom of the second inning. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. That swung on. Hit high, but not deep enough as Hubbard is there to record out number 1. So the F9 here for Garcia to start the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the catcher, Anthony Roman. Trying to bring the Roman Empire to Montgomery, Alabama. Roman trying to show that this is his yard. First pitch of this at bat. Call ball. 1-0 count here for Roman. Roman and his team facing a 3-1 deficit after Russ put up 3 runs here in the top of this inning. Watches the 1-0 pitch, swings hard, cut. It would have had the distance, but it is foul and out of play. So we'll set up and do, well, actually, I'll just move it to 1-1 count. Roman a tad bit too early, pulling that one foul. Had he just been maybe a half second later, we'll be talking about a 3-2 ball game. 1-1 pitch. That's a little too far inside. Misses his zone for a ball. Moves the count to 2-1. We'll have a quick official timeout as we get some things reset and adjusted here. And Roman having a little laugh with the official and the catcher here. See, everyone gets reset. Roman is in the box, awaiting the pitch from Williams. And Williams will deliver that 2-1 pitch. And it's in the dirt for a ball. Now sitting on a 3-1 count. The 3 balls here, 1 strike, 1 away in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Rust with that 3-1 lead. 10th game of this Tyson Foods Black College World Series. Winner advances to play Florida Memorial tonight in the 8 o'clock game. And that will serve as ball 4 as Roman hustles down the line. First base. I'll bring up the first baseman, Isaiah Montez here. But we'll have a courtesy runner for Roman. I get my roster here to see who it is. Roman, the catcher, is playing under NIA rooms. Caden Hutchison is over at first running. First pitch of this at bat is a ball. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So Caden Hutchison, the courtesy runner, over at first here. For Roman, the batter right now, Isaiah Montez, watches another ball come in. 2 balls, 1 strike. And I must say, this is the most clouds we've had since we've been in Montgomery. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in the capital city in the state of Alabama. As everyone gets reset here. Montez in the box awaiting the pitch from Williams. Williams looking over at first, keeping the runner honest. That one misses high and outside for a ball. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. Instead of checking it first here, Williams might want to focus on what he's doing with this batter at the plate. A lot of noise coming here from the Edward Waters dugout. And that misses high and inside for ball 4. I must admit, more noise than I'm used to from a baseball dugout. Not that there's anything wrong with that. As Adrian Laro will step up here. But before that, we will have a timeout. As Russ will have to talk to the skipper, John Bates, here. Bates not happy with what's going on with his team right now. Trying to calm everybody down. Rally, I see we have somebody warming up in the bullpen. Can't quite tell the number from here. So one thing a timeout like this does is serves to slow everybody down. Calm the pitcher that's on the mound, and at the same time gives the bullpen a little time to get some action going. So Adrian Laro up now for the first time today. He's got 2 runners on. Hutchison on second, Montez on first. And that's thrown in for a strike. Laro, first thing he sees is a strike coming from the hands of Williams. Laro, the 8-hitter in the lineup. John Nobles is behind him. If he can reach safely, as there's no double play or anything. 0-1 count here, 1 out, 2 runners on, as Laro will foul that one off to move the count to 0-2. Edward Waters with a golden opportunity here. Tigers don't want to waste these base runners, especially with one out right now. If you're in the bottom of the lineup, so imagine what you do to keep base runners on as you roll back up to the top. 0-2 pitch. That misses inside for a ball. Moves count 1-2. If you're going to miss somewhere, you're going to miss close inside on an 0-2 pitch. Try to get an over antsy hitter there. I'll keep the count at 1-2. Pitch on the way. That one's a little too far inside. I almost hit him on the leg there. Count stands at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. 2 runners on. Big opportunity here for the Tigers. Needing to answer the 3 runs put up in the top of the inning by Russ. That one bounces in. Thomas able to keep the ball in front of him, but the runners do advance on the wild pitch. Now Hutchinson standing on third, and Montez is on second. This putting his hit high and in the air, and Hutchinson comes up running, and the ball is going to get away from the catcher. Hutchinson will score. Montez advances to third, and Waro gets the sack to right field. That'll bring up John Nobles. Nobles in the box here, awaiting his first pitch of this contest. That misses inside for a ball. Tigers in these beautiful orange unis. That's purple writing. Rust in the blue with white pinstripes. A beautiful, beautiful uni matchup here. That's swung on and fouled off by Nobles, second baseman. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Nobles looking to keep the party going for Edward Waters. They've answered 1 of the 3 runs. They get more here. Side misses for a ball. Moves count 2-1. Russ now with a 3-2 lead after Edward Waters puts a run on the board. Right now, if Edward Waters keeps up the pace, they could end up with 9 runs on the day. So far, they've posted a run in the bottom half of each inning. 2-1 pitch on the way. That misses inside for a ball. Batter tells the runner, Nobles tells the runner to hold at third. And we'll do just that. Everyone will get reset here. It's not one of those quicker pitching matchups where pitchers want the ball back quickly and get into the motions quickly. Williams, more of a traditional style pitcher, works slowly, and this one's hit right down left field line, and in the left, it'll score another run, and it'll tie the ball game up. Nobles looking, thinking too, and won't have it. He'll get the stand-up double as Montez scores, and we are right back tied up, 3-3 here in the bottom of the second inning. A single through the left side for Nobles brings up Keelan Washington. Washington already scored a run and has a triple to his credit in this one. He's got the hardest part of the hardest leg of the cycle done. All he has to do is hit a home run now. That's nothing. That's the easy part. up with 2 outs here. There's right now a runner standing on second. Pitch on the way. That misses outside for a ball. Let's count to 1-0. Sometimes folks will say once you tie the ball game up 3-3, it's a brand new ball game. It's like 0-0. Only problem is you can only feel that way when you get to the end of the inning. So right now, even though it is tied, Edward Waters still has a chance to add. With a runner standing on second, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That's way off. Misses the zone for ball 2. But 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Got runner on second. So you can see beautiful Montgomery. We change back to looking at Washington here. 2-0 pitch on the way. Waved it, trying to bunt for a hit. Washington misses. That constitutes the first strike of this at bat. If Washington can get in, Dalton Pass will come up. Dalton had the sack flying to center field for the RBI and score the first run of the day for Edward Waters. The Tigers have put on 2 in the bottom of the inning and will have a ground out to the first baseman to end it. So Edward Waters does get the 2 that I mentioned. They tie it up here at 3-all. We'll head to the 3rd inning of play. Tied at 3. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We're in the top of the 3rd inning here in Game 10 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here in Montgomery, Alabama, at Riverwalk Stadium. Nick Finch with you solo for a little while. Strong will rejoin us shortly. Mark Hubbard to lead off the inning for Rust. As he swings at the first pitch, smacks it back up the middle. Will be a base hit in the center. To get us going. Hubbard, Thomas, and Robinson guaranteed here. 2, 3, 4. Jalen Thomas grounded out last time, 5-3. To Min. And I was going to say the end of first, but then this time he's hit immediately. He'll be aboard with nobody out. So Rust already with all of 2 pitches thrown, have runners on, 1 in scoring position. As Khalil Robinson steps up for the second time in this one. We'll have a courtesy runner in for Rust. Didn't get the number on that runner. But as it stands now, Khalil Robinson is at the plate. First pitch to him goes for a ball. One 0 pitch comes in for a strike. Who's counting 1-1. Trying to get the number of the pinch runner here. It's number 14. So now that I have that, I can tell you who it is. And this one's fouled off. There's James Slaughter, the 4th. And here running courtesy runner for Jalen Thomas, excuse me. So that's a ball in the dirt, making sure the runners hold here. Was count 2-0. 2-2, excuse me. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners on for Rust. Bearcats put up 3 runs in the second, and once again in prime scoring opportunity here. Swung on and fouled off. 2-3. Runner had the chance to take first as long as it was unoccupied, but because Mark Hubbard didn't go, Jalen Thomas didn't go. That's 1 out. D'Anthony Bonner will step up. Bonner singled and has scored a run. He already has a designated hitter. Up with 1 out. First pitch to him. Misses inside for a ball. It was count 1-0. A ball, no strikes here. 1 out, 2 runners on. Russ looking to respond to the two runs put up by Edward Waters in the bottom of last inning. This one swung on, hit towards right field. Could be trouble. Nobody calls it, and the second baseman dives in front of the right fielder. So he didn't have a clean play on it either. So nobody will get to it. That'll just be a hit to right field. Well, that would have been taking a great effort to get. So I'm interested to see if they call that a hit or an error. I think they're going to call it a hit, and that is the case. It'll be a hit to right field for Bonner.
Yeah, they probably do it. They probably do a hit on that one. He had to move to get to it.
But it loads the bases for Russ as Brent Jackson steps up. Brent was walked last time up, so he's been on base. He's up with 1 away. That's swung on and fouled off. You can never really assume anything in a great game of baseball, as that one was a tough angle for everyone involved. Neither the second baseman nor the right fielder could get to it, and it gives Russ an extra beat of life that you don't want to give a team like Rust. Scrappy young team. Bases loaded with 1 out for Jackson. He awaits the pitch. That misses outside for a ball. Moves count to 1-1. Davila taking his time here. He'll deliver the 1-1 pitch. That swung on, hard cut and missed by Jackson. Moves the count to 1-2. Jackson going to have to protect himself at the plate here. It's an extreme lack of arm gear for Jackson. You don't normally see that these days. Matter of fact, I don't think he has batting gloves on. As that misses for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, Jackson going bare hands here. No elbow guards, no elbow pads, just wrist tape. No gloves. That's old school right there. 2-2 pitch on the way. That's swung on. Trouble. It'll fall into the, oh wow, outstretched glove of the left of the second baseman, and he'll throw him to the shortstop to get the double play. So what looked like trouble ends up getting Edward Waters out of trouble. We'll head to the bottom of the third, still tied 3-3 here in Montgomery. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class? Yeah, it's Atlantis. Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis. Really?
Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
A familiar face will answer the Truist call to the bullpen as we have a new pitcher for Russ College, as Jackson Bryant will take the mound here for Russ. Trying to find the last time he pitched. I think it was against the same team. And Ryan Jackson was a starter last time around. First pitch is caught in foul territory. That was Dalton pass. That's quickly retired. Jackson, last time he faced this team, pitched 5 innings, struck out 5 batters, walked 3, only surrendered 1 earned run, induced 5 flyouts. Already got a foul fly out here. As Aquarius Tompkins is at the plate. Tompkins struck out looking last time around. That misses high for a ball. If I'm not mistaken, the count should be 1-1. That one misses inside. 3-0 count now. It's a favorable situation for Tompkins. As that one gets in for a strike. Moves count to 3-1. That one called a strike. Don't even have to appeal. It's called a strike at the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Pitch on the way. That's swung on and fouled off. Feels the count now. 3-2. No room for error for either the pitcher or the hitter at this point. 3-2 pitch. That misses inside for ball 4. So Aquarius Tompkins will be aboard here, courtesy of the walk. In the bottom of the 3rd. Peyton Schubert now up, shortstop. Schubert flew out to left field last time up. Catcher instructing, thinking Schubert might think about laying one down here. First pitch didn't even make a difference to that. It's a ball. Schubert will get reset here. Tompkins at first. Pitch on the way. That catches the left part of the plate for strike 1. 69 mile per hour pitch there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. That runner on first. Pitch on the way. That's swung on. Hit toward left field. That'll be tough, and that lands. That's not the right call. That landed on the line. And that was fair. That's a tough call to go against you. He literally saw the chalk fly. 1 ball, 2 strikes after that call. You have to put that behind you for Schubert. Refocus on the situation at hand. You got Tompkins standing at first. You're at the plate with 2 strikes against you. Pitch on the way. That's swung on. Hit hard towards the first baseman. He couldn't come up with the line. And that will get through for the hit. Hard hit ball. That would have been tough to field. It'll probably go down as a hit for Everett Waters. It puts 2 runners on here. With only 1 out.
Number 18, Lino Garcia.
So Lionel Garcia will step up, just up in the previously in the 2nd inning. Flew out to right. First pitch to him goes for a ball. F9. Garcia, designated hitter, swings and misses. Hard cut on that one for strike 1. So you have Tompkins standing on second, Schubert at first. Make time at bat here and try to put a run on the board. This is swung on, hit towards center field. Callaway coming up. He won't be able to get it. It drops in front of him, and that rolls the bases on another single for Edward Waters.
Number 27, Anthony Rowan.
Anthony Roman back in after having a courtesy runner run for him earlier. Swings at the first pitch, chops it to third base. They'll get the lead runner out at first, and that'll be enough. 5-3 on the out. Tompkins not able to make it home. Roman reaches on a fielder's choice. So Isaiah Montez almost hit on the first pitch. That one swung on and got through the left side. 1 run scores. Second one coming around. He'll score. 2 runs on the board. A 2 RBI single to the left side for Montez. As Schubert and Garcia score. So Anthony Laro back up. Watches a strike come in. Laro flew out to right field in his first time up just last inning. In the second. It's a 5-3 lead, and after 2 runs have scored, this one fouled off on the left side. So Laro down 0-2 here against Bryant. And that one's thrown. It'll break away from the box. Moves count to 1-2. A 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. 2 runners on. And that's going to be strike 3 as Laro watches it come in. 2 runs across here for Everett Waters. They take a 5-3 lead to the 4th inning. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
At Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, everybody get down.
Back to it here in the top of the 4th inning. We're in Game 10 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here in Riverwalk Stadium in Montgomery, Alabama. Nicholas Finch, Nick Strong with you here calling your action. As we have Rust coming back up to plate. They're giving up 2 runs at the bottom of the 3rd. Looking to answer the answer of the answer here in the 4th. First pitch of this at bat is a ball to Strickland. Strickland with a single. He scored a run. Takes a hard cut at that one. Moves count 1-1. Strickland has found success so far in this contest with a single to left field. 1-1 pitch on the way. That swung on, hit on the ground. Shortstop will scoop it up. Schubert over to first. Just beats the throw as Montez brings it in for out number 1. Thought I'd bring up Jesse Burton the third, barring a unforeseen substitution. He's bringing his way, gets ready to take his spot at the plate. Rust, by no stretch of the imagination, is out of this. Rust has already shown he can put up runs quickly to put up 3 in just a second. This one is a perfect bunt laid down. Good fielding effort by Roman. And then get it over to get over to Nobles, covering first for the out.
Number 27, Malik Berrien.
So Malik Berrien will step in here, playing second today. First pitch called a strike. It was the first baseman, Montez, covering there. One count now after that. Last pitch was called a ball. We have a time here. Malik Berrien didn't like how long it was taking the Villa to get set to throw the ball here. As everybody resets, gets the timing going. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. That misses outside for a ball. Let's count to 2-1. Gorgeous day here in Montgomery. If you're in the area, ought to come check out this ballpark. I like what they've really done with this place. It's lovely as that pitch is fouled off. Right here in downtown Montgomery, not hard to get to. I don't know how traffic normally is in downtown Montgomery, but it's been really simple to navigate. A lot of things to do in this area. I'd come check it out. The museum across the street. Ballpark over here. That's a hard cut and a swing and a miss by Berrien. And that'll do it here in the top of the 4th. Nothing going for Edward Waters. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Nobles working quickly here. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. See fouls going off. Hits the net, so will technically be out of play. So Nobles, Washington, and pass. All guaranteed here for Edward Waters. The Tigers with a 5-3 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch misses the zone high for a ball. Moves the count to 1-1. Edson swung on, hit towards left. Will it get down? It will be fair. It will go down as a double as the play couldn't be made in left field. So Nobles leads the inning off with a double.
Next batter, number 2, Cleveland, Washington.
That brings up the top of the lineup. Keelan Washington with a chance to add to the Tiger lead. That one misses high for a ball. It moves count 1-0. So Nobles with the leadoff double. You have the leadoff hitter, Washington, with a swinging bunt as Bryant is able to cover first. He came off the mound, stepped on the bag, moves the runner over. As Washington, as Nobles is now standing on third. Dalton pass. Steps up here. Swings at the first pitch, gets under the glove. The out will be made, but the run will score. This lead is now 6-3 after that RBI from pass. That brings up Aquarius Tompkins. Nobody on. First pitch. Here's a strike. This pass is awaiting the next pitch. He swings on that one. Hard hit grounder. What a play by that pitcher as Bryant dives for the ball. You never see a pitcher dive to go make the stop. That's him being a fielder as well. And we'll head to the 5th inning of play. A fantastic play by that pitcher. And we'll go to the 5th, like I said. Edward Waters up 6-3. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
Top of the lineup here for Rust. So we can get ready to start the 5th inning of play. First pitch to the center fielder is called a ball. Two balls now after that pitch. Misses the zone as well. That one's in for a strike. Moves the count to 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. It's swung on. 1 hopper over the pitcher's head. It's going to be trouble for this second baseman. See if he can make the play. They'll get the stretch in. Nobles does a good job of getting that to his teammate. Montez at first for the out. 4-3 out there. It's going to bring up Mark Hubbard. That pitch in, Hubbard goes for a strike. 0-1 count here. That one just outside of the zone for Hubbard. Moves the count to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away here. Nobody on for Rust. Bearcats trailing 6-3 here to Everett Waters. At the top of the 5th inning. This one swung on. That was in on the hands. Oh, man. No one called for it as Davila makes the catch off the mound. And that will retire Hubbard. Got to communicate there, fellas. That could have been disastrous. So Jalen Thomas steps up here. He's 0 for 1. Got hit by a pitch last time up. Watches a strike come in here in the 5th inning. Oh, 1 on the way. That misses high for a ball. Moves the count to 1-1. 1 ball and a strike. 2 away. Davila gets this signal and delivers. That one hit on the line. Down the 3rd baseline. It'll only be good for 1, though. As Tompkins does a good job getting that in. He'll hold Thomas over at first, and Thomas will have a courtesy runner come in. Looks like it's going to be number 4. As Quincy McGraw Jr. steps in. Oh, I was wrong. Wrong runner. Great, as I'd already started typing the name. Writing the name in. It'll be instead. I didn't get the new number. I'll get it in a second. That pitch to Robinson. This is the zone for a ball. Robinson at the plate here. They're over. Won't be in time. Thought his jersey said number 14, but it can't be 14 again. This swung on. Hit towards left field. They're sending the runner all the way. And whoever this runner is, he's going to come home to score. And it gives Rust. It was Robinson. Slaughter, excuse me. And it gives, cuts the Rust deficit to 2, I'm trying to say. Words are hard right now. Well, Slaughter comes in to score. Robinson gets the double to left field. And it's just a 2-run ball game. That brings up D'Anthony Bonner. Here top of the fifth. 6-4 is the score. As this is swung on and missed by Bonner. Those count 0-1. Sevilla working quickly here. Out of the stretch. Works more quickly out of the stretch than opposed to the wind up. That's swung on, foul tip, and will be the final out. So Russ scratches a runner across. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Still leading for Everett Waters, but now it's 6-4 in favor of the Tigers. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class? Yeah, it's Atlantis. Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Tuskegee Federal Credit Union. Serving the people of Macon County and surrounding areas since 1938, Tuskegee Federal Credit Union offers members free checking accounts, savings accounts, home mortgages, home refinancing, automobiles, signature and payday alternative loans, internet teller service, among other products and services. Better than a bank because when you open an account with us, you become a part owner. Tuskegee Federal Credit Union, not for profit, not for charity, but for service. 0-1 is the count on this batter. As he watches another strike come in. This is Peyton Schubert, I do believe. And that one's hit up the middle, having to stretch, and it will be a hit. A tough play to make for the shortstop. And we'll give Schubert a single there to start the fifth.
Number 18, Leo Garcia.
Lionel Garcia will step up here. Garcia 1 for 2 today. Has scored a run. Last appearance is in the third inning. He comes up here with a runner on. Nobody out as Jackson Bryant holds the runner. That's swung on and fouled off by Garcia. Count as the first strike. Oh, 1 is the count. As Garcia steps back in the box. And that swung on and missed and moved to count 0-2. And no balls, 2 strikes here. Nobody out. Schubert standing on first here in the 5th inning. Garcia at the plate. And that gets away from Thomas, but not far enough for Schubert to attempt to move to second. What it does do is it does move the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So you can see this gorgeous scenery here in Montgomery, Alabama. Schubert having to get back. Bryant keeping him honest here. As that's thrown in for a ball. This time Schubert will attempt to slide, and he does successfully steal second this time. Or more like goes on the pass ball. I don't think he was going until that ball got away from the catcher there. But Schubert is aboard second here. Garcia has a 2-2 count on him here. That swung on. Hit to the third baseman. He'll keep Schubert at second. Though the first isn't in time. It gets away from the first baseman. As that throw took him down the line. That might be an E on the third baseman. And it might have cost Russ their first baseman. As Robinson is hurt. Strickland threw that one too far up the line.
Number 27, Anthony Roman.
Schubert standing on. Schubert standing on a third here. That brings up the catcher, Anthony Roman. Roman has reached both times he's been up with a walk and a fielder's choice. This one hit towards third. It'll get the lead runner, but it won't get the runner at first as Roman will reach on the fielder's choice. But a run does score for Edward Waters here as Schubert touches home. Roman reaches on the fielder's choice again, and he'll be given second. Garcia is out. 6-4. So I'll bring up Isaiah Montez. And we'll have an infield timeout here, possibly a pitching change. As Russ has to find some answers defensively here. Edward Waters has scored in every inning so far. Every half inning so far. 1 in the first, 2 each in the second and third, 1 in the fourth, now 1 so far in the fifth with only 1 out. And a runner standing on second. Jackson will stay in. And there's someone warming up. But the change hasn't been made quite yet. Isaiah Montez up the plate here. Swings at the first pitch. Misses for strike 1. Montez so far 1 for 1. He was walked the first time up, then had a single in the third. Has a chance to add to the lead here in the bottom of the fifth. That touches the left part of the plate for a strike. Moves count to 0-2. We've mentioned before, when you're facing a team like Rust, you want to put up as many runs as possible. But a young, scrappy team will find a way. Right now, they got to find a way to get some outs. As Isaiah Montez is hit by the pitch. Montez will head to first here. Adrian Loro. Now, so far, Adrian Loro has been an out every single time he's been up. And it might be either he's due or it might be a needed spot here for Rust, depending on your perspective. As he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. For strike one. Loro flew out to right field first time up. Was a sac fly. So I did have some success there and then struck out looking in the third inning. Now up here in the fifth. With two teammates on and just one out in the bottom of the fifth here. Swings on this one and fouls it off. Moves count 0-2. Loro behind 0-2 here. As the sun peeks out from behind the clouds. As thrown and smacked towards center. Callaway making a break for it. He will get it. And he'll keep the runner at second. That's an F8 for Loro. So I'll bring up John Nobles here. Nobles has hit a double each time he's been up so far in this one. A double would score at least one run, possibly two. First pitch in this at bat goes for a ball. That one goes outside, moves count 2-0. Yeah. Nobles had the double in the second and a double in the fourth. I'd feel better about his chances if this was an even numbered inning, but we're in the fifth here. Pitch on the way. And misses for a ball. Moves count to 3-0. Nobles, the 9-hitter in the lineup. It's an interesting proposition here. You pitch to him, let him try to get it. He might go hit a double, but you don't pitch to him, which is the case here. You go to the top of the lineup as Nobles is walked. I bring up Keelan Washington here. Washington 1 for 3. He led off the game with a triple. He's grounded out twice since. Up here with a big opportunity. Busts this game open with a solid at bat. First pitch misses low and outside for a ball. Moves the count to 1-0. This one swung on, fouled off. Bryant was working quickly there. Moves count to 1-1. Bryant not worried about holding any runners, just want to focus on getting this batter out. And whatever happens, happens after that. 1-1 pitch on the way. That swung on, hit towards center field. Callaway is there, and that will retire the side. Everett Waters loads the bases. They score a run. We'll head to the 6th inning of play. 7-4 lead for the Tigers. You're watching the Tyson Food Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
At Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get
down. Back to it here in the top of the 6th inning. 7-4 lead for Edward Waters over Russ here in Game 10 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here in Montgomery, Alabama at the Riverwalk Stadium. Home of the Montgomery Biscuits, AA affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays. It's a drag bunt, I should say, a bunt for a hit, or try to be a hit, but not successful was Brent Jackson on that attempt. As he's out 5-3, that bunt went too far down the third base line. I'll bring up Aaron Strickland. Sufficient work for Davila. One pitch in and out. Strickland will step in here. 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch to Strickland. Going to be called a ball. Catcher asking to check the swing there. 1 ball and a strike. That's a swing and a miss. You don't have to worry about checking that one. That was a full swing for a strike 1. Even count here, 1-1. 1 out. In the top of the 6th inning. Davila working from the wind up. That one fouled off. Dead ball now. Now 1-2. Brent Jackson's already going down, so you have Strickland and Burton the third still guaranteed here. As Strickland's at the plate, Burton the third is on deck. And if he can make it, Malik Berrien, who came through in some clutch moments last night for Rust, we'll see a plate appearance as well. Essen swung on and fouled off. Will it be out of play is the question. And I think that question will be answered with a resounding yes. As he hits the old train station. That is the basis for where this beautiful, beautiful Riverwalk Stadium has been constructed. A ball and 2 strikes is the count. This one swung on, hit on the ground. Schubert will try to scoop it up, but he misplayed it. He was thinking about the throw before he actually made the fielding play. Well, that'll be an E6 on Schubert. As Strickland will be aboard here in the top of the 6th. Well, Jesse Burton will step up now. His teammate standing on first. Trying to see what he can do against Davila. Davila, first pitch to him goes for a ball. Just missed the zone from my vantage point. Strickland standing on first, looking to get his team back in it, but that one just missed as well. 2 balls. Burton playing a very dangerous game with these pitches right off the left side of the plate. Both could have easily gone the other way. Instead of being down 0-2, he's up 2-0. It's been that close. Now, this is a win or go home game. The winner will face Florida Memorial tonight in the final game of the NAIA bracket, as that misses wide. So 3 straight balls thrown here by Davila. Strickland standing on first here. Show bunt and pull back. That might have been a good thing as Davila issues the walk. He's very unhappy with himself. That'll bring up Malik Berrien. So we'll have a timeout here. Can't make a pitching change because there's nobody in the bullpen. But I do believe we'll see someone heading to the bullpen. We'll see several somebody's heading to the bullpen. Looks like it'll be number 13 getting ready to warm up here. And if that's the case, that'd be Frank Grimaldi who gets it to warm up. So we have a quick break in action here. I'm trying to see if Grimaldi is going to be the only person warming up. That looks to be the case. There's nobody else has joined him up there. Maybe 31 will join him. Anthony Bayat, a freshman. Maybe he's just there to keep him company. Looks like we'll see 31 enter this game. If Davila can't get out of trouble, as he'll pick up a sack bunt and throw over to first for the out. Well, the sack bunt does his job, moves the runners over. Strickland standing on third, Burton on second with 2 outs. That takes us back to the top of the order here in the 7th. Terrain Callaway steps into the box. 2 runners on. First pitch is a ball. Roman had to jump really high to keep that one in play. Showing off some athleticism there. Roman used every bit of that 5'10" frame as that swung on and missed. By Callaway, who was counting 1-1. Villa, that catches the outside part of the plate. Moves counting 1-2. Throw over third. Won't get the runner. You gotta correct yourself on the scoreboard, guys. He called strike. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Because I thought it too. But he called strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runners on second and third. Time was called. Davila did not want to break his motion. 1-2 pitch on the way. That's called a ball. Interesting. considering it was just a strike about 30 seconds ago. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on here. Big time opportunity for Russ. If Callaway crossed his own plate, he would have tied it. This one popped into no man's land, but Tompkins is there to record the out. So the Bearcats leave 2 stranded. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still a 7-4 lead for Edward Waters. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Dayton Pass, the leadoff hitter of the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to him is called a ball. So it'll be Pass, Tompkins, and Schubert. 2, 3, and 4 all due up here. This Pass swings at this one and fouls it off. Oh man, there's so many different times where if somebody was just a tad bit later, we'd have home runs instead of foul balls. Those are how well hit those foul balls are sometimes. But those are the way the pitches are designed. This one swung on. This one a little too off the middle of the bat. And the out is recorded there by Strickland for out number 1.
Number 17, Delores Hopkins.
Aquarius Tompkins will step up here. Oh for 2. Was walked earlier. Quickly behind 0-2 in this at bat. Tompkins being aggressive here with his team holding a 3-run lead. 7-4 is your score. Edward Waters over Rust so far. That misses high for a ball. Who's capped 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Nobody on. That's a swung on. And a hard hit ball to Strickland. He'll throw it over first in time for the out. Good defensive effort by Strickland to make that play. Kind of hit him right in the gut. But he's able to make it for out number 2. Sometimes a ball hit straight to you is almost harder to field than one that you have to reach for because it gets on you so fast. You just have to, it's more of a reaction protection, and this is what I'm talking about. That ball basically hit Strickland in the gut. He's over here stretching to make sure he's not hurt. You have to call time in the infield to check on him. Strickland holding his stomach. As Peyton Schubert gets settled in here. And that misses left wide for a ball. And left by vantage point. Just outside to the folks thinking, watching at home. 1-0 pitch. And that misses as well. 2-0. Our one is a little closer than the first one. That was by design. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. That one is a strike. That was the exact same spot as the last one. 2 balls, 1 strike. This one swung on, and that way will get under the glove of the first baseman, Robinson. Hard shot past him. I'll go down as a single for Schubert. A 2-out single gives Everett Waters a chance to keep the run scored streak alive. Lionel Garcia will step up here. I may have been alone in calling that a hit. I think I will go back and change it to an E3. This is why you do scorecards in pencil and not pen. 2-0 count now. Garcia, as he takes a hard cut, swings and misses that one for strike 1. Is the count. This is swung on. One hopper to third. Throw over to first. It's high, but it is on time. And that'll be the first time Everett Waters doesn't find the scoreboard, and that's in the bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the 7th inning of play. Still 7-4 in favor of Everett Waters. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Mobile banking from Truist actually works for you. It gives you simple, smart, personalized insights to keep you one step ahead. Because we think that's the kind of control you deserve over your money. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. Truist. Download the mobile app now.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning here in Montgomery, Alabama. Game 10 of the Black College World Series. It's Mark Hubbard leading off the 7th. And he's hit by pitch. Oh, we'll have a base runner on.
Number 3, Jalen Thomas.
Jalen Thomas gets ready to step up. Thomas singled last time up. The big is still in here. As that swung on. No man's land trouble. And the shortstop can't bring it in. And that'll put Thomas aboard here. So Khalil Robinson. A step up here. Jalen Thomas gonna stay on the run. Khalil Robinson up. And a golden opportunity. 2 runners on, nobody out. Chance to tie the ball game. This one hit towards right. Well, Washington retreating, able to make the play on the warning track. Have to throw the ball in. The runner will tag from second. F9, but Hubbard standing at third here. Jalen Thomas still at first. 1 out. He's going to start to get real uncomfortable for Davila. As Afrani Bonner steps up. Runners on the corners here, 1 away. See what Bonner can do in this situation. First pitch in this at bat, called a strike. 82 mile per hour fastball there. Davila checks the runner. Over at first. That one thrown in for a ball. Kind of skirts away from Roman. And that will allow Thomas to advance to second on the pass ball. So now the situation is getting interesting. You got Hubbard on third. Jalen Thomas standing on second here, 1 away. A tying run is at the plate for Rust. Starting to get some noise out of the Rust dugout. Edward Waters a little quiet. Pitch on the way. That's one swung on. Hit up the middle. 1 run will score. Pick up over at second. Will get the out at first. So you will get the RBI. He will make it a 7-5 ball game. But there will be an out recorded. So that brings up Brent Jackson here. First pitch to him is a ball. Also worth noting, Jalen Thomas is now standing on third here. Rust has made this a 7-5 ball game. As that misses the zone, Jackson ahead 2-0 here. Jackson, about as old school as they come, ain't nothing but wrist tape on him. No guards, no gloves. So that gets in for a strike. As he delivers that pitch, does Davila, misses inside, moves the count to 3-1. Tying run at the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Davila needs to throw a strike here. That's swung on and missed by Jackson. Feels the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Can Davila get this last batter to go? It's swung on, hit towards right field. Washington is there to record the out. So, the Bearcats get a run across. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Now a 7-5 lead for Edward Waters. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We're all
back to it here. Tuskegee Federal Credit Union, serving the people of Macon County and the surrounding area since 1938. Tuskegee Federal Credit Union offers members free checking accounts, savings accounts, home mortgages, home refinancing, automobile, signature and payday alternative loans, internet teller service, among other products and services. Better than a bank, because when you open an account with us, you become a part owner. Tuskegee Federal Credit Union, not for profit, not for charity, but for service. You can visit them at www.tuskegeefcu@gmx.com. You can reach out to Pam Roberts, President and CEO. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning here in Montgomery, Alabama. 7-5 ball game as Everett Waters gets ready to come up to bat. Anthony Roman to lead off the inning.
This is where it's going to start getting good at, Nick. The Everett Waters Tigers have to, put up a couple of more runs right here to kind of go up and kind of, make sure this game is put away. The Russ Bearcats, still a young ball club, but trying to survive right here. Backs against the wall, possibly the last game for them. They're going to try all tricks here that they can.
And the first thing is you have a line shot to third. Roman able to beat the throw. Tough play to make. What's your call there?
It's a hit.
Hit it, Shelby.
Definitely a hit all way.
I agree.
Yeah, but had that ball been in a certain area of the field, Brent Jackson throws that ball and he makes that play, actually. It was hit pretty hard.
Oh, I'm with you 100%. I thought it was a hit myself. So Roman is aboard first here. Isaiah Montez coming up. 7-5 lead for the Tigers as this one's hit skied into center field, but Callaway is there to record the out.
Yeah, good job by Callaway. He's been out there all day, just making plays all weekend. And, these are some of the guys that you're going to see back here next year, when they get to that area. Hopefully Russ can, provide some, new recruits and, bring some new talent. But this young team, man, it's going to be special coming up pretty soon.
That'll bring up Adrian Laro now. Laro not having a successful day. And they're going to say he couldn't pull it back on the check swing. So it counts a strike. Laro sitting 0 for 3. A fly out to right, a strikeout, and a fly out to center. He swings on this one, and he'll break that situation up with a single in the right field. Schubert will get to first, but then Laro overshoots first and gets tagged out at first.
Everything was done right on that play, offense and defense. The runner took off the hitter, right side, hit and run through the hole where the second baseman was going to cover the bag at. On the back side, right fielder came in and throw the ball to third base, cut it off through the shortstop, and throw it to the first baseman, Khalil Robinson, for the tag. Great job, fantastic job on both sides of the baseball there.
This one swung on and picked up by the first pitcher. He'll throw it first in time for the out. So a lot of action there as we'll go 1-3. As John Nobles will head to the 8th inning of play. 7-5 lead for Everett Waters. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
We're all about feeding your family with meat and plant-based protein that's good for the planet, good for you, and just plain good. That's all the protein you need, all on your plate.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift, drive her own car.
Miss Hogan's class? Yeah, it's Atlantis. Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
We are in the top of the 8th inning. It's game 10 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series here in Montgomery, Alabama at Riverwalk Stadium. Nick Finch and Nick Strong calling your action. Edward Waters with a 7-5 lead in this ball game. The winner advances to face Florida Memorial tonight for the NAIA Bracket Championship. And when we say Bracket Championship, that's just one game, and that decides the winner in the NAIA bracket. Already we know that, I was going to say we already know the NCAA matchup, but then I forgot who it was. It's Miles and somebody. Miles and Kentucky State. So the winner of that.
This one is going to be Florida Memorial versus the winner of this right here. Yeah.
And that's how it is.
I mean, don't count rust out. We saw what happened last night. We were here till, I mean.
We were here till today.
That's right. The game ended today. That's right. So, you know, we definitely understand that, you know, there's a last inning and there's possibly more after that last inning.
This is Aaron Strickland. He hits one on the ground to short. Short to pick it up. As Schubert throw it over Montez in time for out number 1.
Schubert has done that 600 times. He fields the ball cleanly, gathers, gets his balance, and throws it on over to first base. The man is just a shortstop machine.
I assume nothing anymore until I see the out collected. Jesse Burton, a third, stepping up now. Burton 1 for 2. Had a single in the second inning. He grounded out in the third and walked in the sixth. First pitch to him, called a strike. They'll be behind 0-1 here. Pitch on the way. That swung on and missed. And somewhere along the way, I missed the pitching change. So we'll get it in here now. The Truist call to the bullpen. And I didn't notice. That's number 13, Frank Grimaldi in. I think he came in to start the inning. And I just now noticed.
Sophomore left-handed pitcher from Orlando, Florida. He's touching 83 from the left-hand side, and that's not bad. I mean, that's usually pretty good in most people's book.
So Frank Grimaldi throws that in there. Just misses the zone for a ball. Grimaldi with a 2-2 count here. Has that one hit towards center field. Pass is able to collect it for out number 2. Burton gave that one a good ride there. Just unable to get it to fall. I'm going to bring up Malik Barriott. Berrien came in, did some good work last night. 0 for 3 so far in this one.
Yeah, got that rally started.
Swings at the first pitch here. Pass, making another play for it. Oh, and then they'll actually let Washington come away with it. And that'll do it here in the bottom, in the top of the 8th. Bearcats go down in order. We'll head to the bottom of the inning, still 7-5. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
At Tyson, we know taste is local. Some like their beef pit smoked, their chicken spiced all the way up, or their pork sweet and saucy. Local flavors, global impact. That's what feeding the world is all about.
We're opening the door to better financial services, better experiences, better partnerships, better technology, better communities, and a better future.
Five-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Keelan Washington, the lead off the bottom of the 8th inning here in Game 10 of the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. Washington passed Tompkins, the top of the lineup, due up here for Edward Waters, who are trying to protect a 7-5 lead. First pitch from Bryant, call a strike.
12 runs between these two teams. And a lot better from that first night when these two teams met. It was a really interesting game going into that, I think, 7th or 8th inning, and I think Edward Waters exploded on them. But Russ has played exceptionally well compared to Wednesday night.
That one fouled off by Washington. He's behind 1-2 here. Washington led off with a triple, hasn't done much since. Looking to get another hit in this one. That one bounces in for ball 2. Just a gorgeous day here in Montgomery, as you saw in that last shot. 2-2 pitch on the way. That's swung on, and that'll get between third baseman and shortstop. Gonna roll into the outfield. Question is, do you call it a double or a single?
I'm going to call it a double.
Because it looked like he was going 2 all the way.
Yeah, but also these guys were playing out of position. And when I say out of position, not on purpose. They had a shift on. Shortstop was towards the middle, and somebody wasn't in that hole. So when he put the ball in play, Washington saw that, and the first thing he did was, go towards second base. So I'm going to give him a double on that because I think that was a heads-up play.
That'll bring up Dalton Pass here. Pass hitless. So far in this one, does have 2 runs batted in. Another RBI opportunity here. First pitch to him goes for a ball. Thomas just trying to keep that in front of him. Was able to do so. Otherwise, Washington would have been standing on third. That is in for a called strike. It was count to 1-1.
Jackson Bryant just trying to finish this game out for his team. No action in the Rusk Bearcat bullpen. If they get to the bottom half of the 9th, it looks as though he's going to finish this one out.
That one swung on, hit to short, pick up, throw over, will be in time, but Washington does move over to third here with just 1 away.
And a good play there by Brent Jackson. I mean, he's exceptionally well at shortstop. He was exceptionally well on the mound Wednesday night as well. Man, I really didn't think the kid would play shortstop today.
Aquarius Tompkins Left fielder up. Also has not had much success at the plate. Drew a walk, made it to third. Hitless since that point.
Coach Bates is going to bring the infield in. They're going to try to cut the run off at third base. They'll try to, throw something down and away to try to get Tompkins to roll over. I like to see the first baseman Robinson a little bit more on that line, actually.
Strike called. The outer edge of the plate. Moves got 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swung on and missed. Evens the count at 2. Tompkins up. Trying to add to the lead here. One out. A teammate staying on third. Off speed. Fouls it off. 67 miles per hour.
Yeah, and that's something that you turn on when you see it, but it's also hard to do. You don't want to swing and miss. You don't want to look too much. You don't want to look too bad on the eephus.
That one hit 75 miles per hour, but misses the zone, so 3 balls and 2 strikes. That was a good work by...
that might get the job done here.
Yeah, it might get the job done here. As that one is caught by Hubbard in the outfield. Washington didn't even have to slide. He was scoring all the way. He gets that one done. Leadoff double pays off for Everett Waters, and they'll add to the lead, make it 8-5 here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Just some good baseball there for, Washington to start the inning by getting himself in scoring position, making sure that he's available, and you just got to play a little ping pong just to get him on over to third base and get him into the dugout after he scores. Great job there by Everett Waters to add an extra run for insurance.
Peyton Schubert up. First pitch to him goes for a strike. Nobody on and 2 outs. Schubert a very successful day at the plate. Wanting to add to it. Just because it's a 3-run lead here doesn't mean he has to just, turn this over and play defense. Always looking to add to the lead, especially against a scrappy team like Rust. That misses wide for a ball, moves the count to 2-1. .58 miles per hour on that pitch. Hard to time when there's a 20 mile per hour difference between pitches. And I
tell that to Mike Trout after hitting a 56 mile per hour fastball, 800 feet for a home run.
Well, Mike Trout's a different beast. How can you be the same animal in a different beast? 2-2 pitch is swung on. Exactly. 2-2 pitch is swung on and hit, and it's going to be collected by Burton. And that'll do it here in the 8th inning. We'll go to the 9th. Russ needs 3 to extend the game. We'll see if they can get it done. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports Network.
Backs against the wall. Here we go, guys. Is it going to happen again?
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Back at it at the top of the 9th inning. As Tremaine Calloway is up for Rust. Bearcats trailing 8-5 here. 3 outs to score 3 runs. Nick Finch, Nick Strong with you calling your action here in the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. It won't be easy for Edward Waters to secure this victory. Calloway, the leadoff hitter. 1, 2, 3 in the lineup for Rust to try to close the gap here. And that swung on and missed for a strikeout for Calloway.
Well, we saw it in the first game. Can we see it in this game? Albany State gave up a 3-run lead going into the last inning, and Russ is attempting to tie it up with 3 runs here in the 9th as well. And this is a team that can do it. You know, you'll see them once they get on base, they're going to cause problems. If you're Edward Waters, you want to do your best to play defense right here and not let Russ get anywhere on that base path.
Mark Hubbard up. Mark Hubbard Jr., right fielder. Hit by pitch last time up and scored as a result. Swings on this one. Foul ball.
Ooh. I thought he may have got a little snub there.
Be that as it may, I'll have to come back and do it again with 2 strikes on him. That one misses his own for a ball. And 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Pitch on the way. That swung on and fouled off. We'll set up and do the 1-2 again. Grimaldi has a very, very slow wind-up. Not that I'm complaining, just taking his time, making sure he keeps his balance. Actually, I think it'd be harder to keep your balance on a slower wind-up. Would it not?
You practice this a lot.
Okay.
This is something that they practice every day.
Grimaldi throws one in. That one looked awfully close, but it'll be officially ruled a ball. On a 2-2 count. I was just asking for your perspective.
This is something that they practice every day. You know, I think that it is hard, but, you know, the fact that you practice it every day, you practice it.
Yeah, I understand. That looked goofy, but the play is made by Washington towards center field, and he threw it away on the transfer. And if you weren't paying attention, it would have looked like he dropped it. So 2 away here. And the top of the 9th, 1 more out to score 3 runs for Rust to keep the Tyson Foods Black College World Series championship hopes alive. First pitch to Thomas. Called a ball.
Will we see an all-Florida championship bracket on the NAI side?
That's just fouled off. It's possible.
Because we'll definitely see a SIAC on the all-SIAC matchup on the NCAA side. We'll see Kentucky versus Alabama, and we'll see Florida versus Florida. If their Waters can keep this lead here.
This one hit on the ground. Nobles picks it up. Montez over at first. In time for out number 3. Edward Waters able to hold off Rust to advance to the NAIA championship contest where they'll face Florida Memorial. The winner of that contest will advance to championship Saturday. That'll do it for the early session of games. We'll take a break and get ready to come back later for games 3 and 4 of the day. But we are going to keep it here because we will have a presentation. But one thing we will do, instead of breaking the broadcast, we will take a brief break and come back, and we will have that trophy presentation for you. You're watching the Tyson Foods Black College World Series on the Black College Sports.